Before getting started with the firmware update, make sure you have the newest DPA Audio Controller downloaded from our website and that your computer is hooked up to the control network of the N-Series receiver. Once you've connected your N-Series receiver, you can open a new project. Make sure you choose the right receiver. Pick the firmware option. Open firmware upgrade dialog. There are two ways to upgrade your N-Series receiver. The first one requires Wi-Fi. Simply press the download button to get the latest online firmware and then press start. The N-Series receiver will now download the firmware and then restart by itself. Alternatively, you can just go to our website and grab our latest firmware file and then just press select file and upload it as a local file. Now, let's look at how to firmware update the transmitters. In order to firmware update our handheld transmitter, we need to make sure our handheld transmitter is on. Now we can go into the menu and scroll down until we see firmware update. Now we can press the menu button. On our receiver, we will go into the menu, scroll down to advanced, and then scroll down to TX firmware update. Once we press this, we can press select again, and we can move our handheld into the IR range. From here, we simply follow the instructions that are on the display. Now we power on the transmitter again. And move it in front. Now the handheld transmitter has entered bootloader mode and it can finish up its firmware update. In order to firmware update our body pack, we need to first turn it on, which we can see we can do here, and we have a little green indicator here. Then we move into the menu. We select the same as before, go into the menu, and we make sure that we find the firmware update page, and we press the menu button again. On our receiver, we press TX firmware update, go, and now we simply just put our device in front of it. The device will automatically go into bootloader mode, and as you can see, it will start updating. That's how you firmware update the N-Series receiver along with its transmitters. Thank you for watching.